Hi, my name is Paula Shaw from Soulful Guiding, and in this video I'm going to look at the major themes and the energy surrounding the new moon in Sagittarius on the 12th or the 13th of December, depending where you are in the world. Now, this new moon is really, it's wanting to push us forwards. So it is trine the North Node, and this is a very positive aspect. The North Node represents our collective potential for evolution. You can think of it as an arrow pointing forwards. This is the direction, go this way. And we kind of need this right now. If you haven't already, watch my monthly astrology snapshot where I do an overview of the major themes and transits of this month. And I weave this into the context of the astrology for the rest of this year and into early 2024. I do talk about this, but I'm going to go in a little bit deeper. So, as I shared in the monthly astrology snapshot, this new moon is just before the holiday season, and most of us, we just fly into that time. We're just been working and we're busy, and it's been a tough year for all of us, everyone. It has not been easy on Earth. And this new moon, conjunct the North Node, trine the North Node, very positive dynamic. It's really saying, hey, it's going to be okay. It's in Sagittarius, right? And Sagittarius is generally a much more optimistic, bigger visionary. We're on this bigger grand spiritual quest. Like, there's a bigger meaning to everything is what Sagittarius wants us to remember. And when it's in this beautiful dynamic with the North Node, it's like, don't give up, okay? At this new moon, be conscious, take some time out, be intentional how you want to go into the holiday season. Who do you want to be? Seriously, watch the snapshot. I really dive in super deep. But I will say that even though it is trine the North Node, the problem is that the North Node is sandwiched by Chiron and Aries. So Chiron is the original wound, and Aries is the goddess of discord, chaos. And this really speaks to the fact that we're all being forced to heal our original wounds, by acknowledging that we're wounded collectively. That this is the North Node is in Aries, which is war, connected to Mars. Mars is the ruling planet, which is the god of war. But it's also your capacity to individuate and lead and to express yourself, yeah? And we're all a bit wounded. It's been, the last few years have been just this contraction from the external forces, like the governments, like the medicine, COVID, it's like coming in, contracting in. And now the consequences of that, cost of living crisis in many countries, Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, pulling back on our resources. Uranus is disrupting our resources, and then Jupiter-Uranus will go into a conjunction in April of next year in Taurus. So it's going to be huge. Check out, if you're not already subscribed to my email list to receive the monthly astrology snapshots, subscribe. I've just finished, and I'm finishing up a 30-page ebook that's looking at the major themes and transits of 2024. I do it every year as a free offering, but only for my subscribers. If you want to get it in December, join my Patreon. But if you subscribe, you will get it in your inbox in January, where I look at this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. It's unpredictable. It's a big deal. And I'm super looking forward to it. I do feel like it's going to bring needed change. I don't want to say positive, but needed change. So, okay, now this new moon is also pulling in Mars. So Mars has been involved in the last couple of new moons. And the problem with this is that it just keeps amplifying all of these energies. And this is really this activation of this original wound and the chaos that comes, and this collective wound of war and the chaos. It's all being triggered right now. But at this new moon in Sagittarius, it's really your opportunity to not give up, all right? To keep the faith. There is a bigger story, which is why I love to write the yearly forecast, to keep you connected to the bigger context of what's going on, so you don't get lost in these moments and stuck in these moments and feeling, overwhelmed. I mean, generally this lunar month, it's got this feeling of, things aren't actually getting better, but they're also not getting worse. It's a mixed bag. It's a complex lunar month. But again, this new moon has this invitation to plan, because Mercury will turn retrograde, or station to turn retrograde, just within hours of this new moon. So this is not a bad thing. This is really an invitation to pull back, to reorganize, restructure, write lists, be intentional, stay with the facts, really get clear, get prepared for things maybe you can't do now. Maybe you're getting prepared for that, if you celebrate Christmas or New Year, get prepared. Maybe you're going away, get prepared. Use this new moon to get organized. You'll be very benefited. It will really help you. It can be a bit frustrating if you're traveling. The worst kind of things to do with the Mercury retrograde can be miscommunication, okay? So just be aware of that. Take a little bit of extra time to make sure you read over your texts or your emails, especially if they're important. Just take a minute to just edit things. Make sure you've really said what you've meant. I definitely do that during Mercury retrograde. And generally this new moon is just a moment for you to just pull back from the drama. It's been rough, and to just sit with your inner world. The world is more quiet during a new moon. The light's less, the animals are quiet, nature seems to just settle down during the new moon time. And just listen. If you pull back from the drama, you will be able to get in touch, always with this higher vision for the world and for yourself, and maybe just write down some intentions you really have for this holiday season. The world's changing, traditions are changing, and the way you show up to things has a massive impact on the quality of those moments. So it's not crazy to be really intentional for this time, for this next 3-4 weeks. Take some time out, write it down, and don't give up. Don't give up yet, guys. There's some good stuff coming next year. Okay, happy new moon. Sending you all so much love.